Hi, Sandy from Paradigm Graphics, and today we're going to be working with some holographic material, adhesive vinyl. I just sold some of this to a lady recently, and she said she had a hard time working with it, so I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to work with it today. So that's what the holographic looks like. If you've never seen it before, it's kind of a shiny, mirrored kind of material with an array of like blues and greens, and you can get it in all different colors, but today it's got the greens and blues and just a tints of pink. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but that's what that looks like. I already have a piece prepared with my paper on it. The holographic that I'm working with today is the Cricut brand. I couldn't find any in my 651 that I normally order, so today we're doing the Cricut brand, and this is what I sold the lady. It does the holographic materials, and some of the other thicker Cricut brands, they do come with the thicker transfer paper, which is different than what I usually send with my 651, and it'll say Cricut right on it when you get it. I don't know if you can see it on here, but you can kind of see it there on this. So you basically you work with it the same way you do any other adhesive. They have a scraper. You can get this at Walmart, or I like actually using the credit card, especially for some of this tough stuff, because it seems to press it a little bit better than this. But I initially, when I add the paper to it, I initially go over it with this to, give it a good tap. If you're ordering this from me, this will come already on it, so you can skip that step. But when you do get it, if you want to take your credit card and just go over it really good one more time. And this is holographic material, so you will have to press a little bit harder than you do your other adhesive. But just give it a really super good press. Forewarning, it's not going to come off easy. It is a bit harder to work with, so you do have to be very careful. Okay, and you just start from one end, and you start peeling back. I already started peeling this one earlier. So let's just start with some of the other ends, because this is the end that's probably not going to come up right away. Oh, it is actually coming up pretty good, but and then like here you see a little dot left behind, so we're going to get that. So you just take your card and press right over it, give it a good push, and it's coming right off. And the L's getting stuck here, so we're going to push over the card again, and then it's going to come up. My customer was saying she couldn't get it to come up, and my guess is she probably wasn't pressing it hard enough. You can use your fingers with the card. With the holographic stuff, the card works best. I mean, if you're working with the regular 651, on my 651 I just do with my fingers like this, and it comes off easily. But with this stuff, it is a little harder. So as you can see, it's coming up. Alright. And if you buy vinyl from me, I go ahead and do this once and put it back down on there, so that you guys don't have as hard a time as I do. And it's going to go through the mail and get, probably stuck pretty good on there again, but it won't be as hard as what I'm showing you here, because I pre-peel these and just put them back down on the sheet. So hopefully they'll be easier for you all to do. But that's all you do, and as you can see, it is coming up. Okay, so if you stuck there, just run your card over it nice and hard. Especially with this small intricate stuff like the Louis Vuitton pattern, it's got all those little teeny dots, that want to stay behind, like I showed you a minute ago. But as you can see, it's coming up. So that's the process of that. And I'm going to go ahead and just take this little small sticker I have. And she said the other problem she had is it would not come up off the plastic. There's a couple things you can do if you're having a hard time. Again, the magic is really in the pressure. Really, that's the bottom line, the pressure. And if it gets so stuck, I didn't bring my blow dryer out here, but we'll just do the back of this like I did this one. I put a little test chunk on that earlier, but I already pre-cleaned this with alcohol, but you always want to clean your area with alcohol to make sure it's a good stick. That could be a reason why it's not coming off this, because it's not that it won't come off this, it's just it's not sticking to your material. If the material's not dust free, then it's going to stay on your transfer paper. So you want to make sure you do that. Let's just put it sideways here. Okay, just put it on there, you know, line it up. Rub it in there with your fingers. And you might not even need to use your scraper, but let's see. She said she's tried her, you know, credit card, rubbing it, doing everything I told her to do, but she said it wouldn't. And then also the trick to, I don't know if you can see that. The trick to any kind of vinyl, not just this kind of vinyl, but especially this kind of vinyl because it's harder, but the trick too is to, instead of pulling up on your thing, see, it's coming off pretty easy, so it's coming off. But I was hoping it wouldn't come off so I can show you the next trick I use, but let's just pretend like it's not coming off, you know, let's just say the letters were, you know, staying on the transfer paper. Instead of pulling back like that, because when you pull back, that encourages the sticker to come off the thing. It's not going to stick. So you want to instead roll it back and press it into your letters, into your decal. Push and roll. Okay, and then it'll roll right off there, I promise. It'll roll right off there. See that? And that's the trick. And then if you ever get some, you know, really stubborn vinyl, I've never had to use a blow dryer on this stuff or any of my other 6.5 ever. The only time I've had to use it is if I'm putting it on wood. Wood, you want to use a blow dryer for sure. But if you have a problem with the letter sticking after doing all the other tips, excuse me, you want to take a blow dryer while the transfer paper was still on and just heat it up a little bit, and that'll kind of help loosen up that adhesive on the back side and help it stick to your project. Okay? So I hope that helped you out today.